and now this is the latest that is coming in. UK Home Office has approved the extradition of Nirav Modi. Shravan Sen will be joining us very shortly to give us details of what exactly had happened. But remember, Nirav Modi, who had been in jail and his bail had been rejected several times, but now we hear that the UK Home Office has approved his extradition. Niranjan is joining us on the phone line with further details. Over to you, Niranjan.
Well, this is a big update, and Republic TV is getting the news first. Shravan Sen has confirmed the story. We'll get Shravan live as well. Republic breaking the biggest story of the UK Home Office. This is coming also very significantly before the arrival of the UK Prime Minister. This is coming very significantly before the arrival of Boris Johnson, who's due to visit the country. He will visit India, and the approval itself has come before that. So this is significant. So I think Shravan is also joining with us. Shravan is also joining us. Let me go close to Shravan. Shravan, this is a big update, very big update, and it comes before Boris Johnson's arrival in India. So it's all but over, the extradition now.
Well, in fact, this is the second hurdle that is now out of the window as far as the extradition proceedings are concerned, because what we're given to understand is that after the UK Metropolitan Court, essentially, the Westminster Magistrates Court basically ruled in favor of the Crown Prosecution Service to extradite Nirav Modi on the grounds that he's basically committed a crime, and not just that, there was a criminal conspiracy that was basically hatched by Nirav Modi and his associates. The file was then basically moved to the UK Home Ministry, is what we are basically given to understand, but the Home Office had to basically go ahead and give the nod, which has essentially happened, is what we are being told right now. That's the development that has taken place. Nirav Modi's extradition, the second level, has now been crossed by the Central Bureau of Investigation as well as the Enforcement Directorate to begin with. But what's very important to point out here is that this essentially means that as far as the appeal option is concerned, that still remains, because we still do not know whether at all Nirav Modi has actually filed an appeal before the higher court right now, which is basically the UK High Court, is what is concerned. If you remember the case of Vijay Mallya, that is exactly what has happened, that even after the nod that basically came in from the UK Home Office, it was essentially the entire process got started at the UK High Court, is what we are given to understand. Important to point out here is that this is at least one step further as far as the extradition process is concerned.
Oh yes, Shravan, this is exactly what I was going to say. One step closer to getting Nirav Modi back to face the law, and how hard our agencies have been working to ensure his extradition. And then, of course, a process that is being followed. And like you're saying, he still has the chance to appeal yet again. But explain to our viewers in detail how this will work and what next.
As far as the next step is concerned, we'll still have to wait and watch whether at all Nirav Modi actually makes an appeal against the UK Westminster Magistrate Court order and appeals before a higher court, which would essentially be the UK High Court. Now, if that actually happens, remember, whether at all that appeal is accepted by the court or not, that is also going to be a bone of contention. And if that actually happens, then one would certainly expect that another round of negotiations would essentially take place, where you would have the Crown Prosecution Service arguing on behalf of the Indian authorities, pressing upon the fact that if whether at all this entire thing requires the assistance of the UK authorities or not. I'm given to understand that the whistleblower in this particular matter, Mr. Hari Prasad, is joining us on the phone line. Mr. Hari Prasad, if I can ask you, one more hurdle basically passed by the Indian authorities at this point in time, with the UK Home Office giving the nod. Are you now satisfied?
It has done something about it. I'm very happy about it. Hello?
Big day, a whistleblower in this case, and today finally it's victory and a big diplomatic win for India After Malia, it's Nirav Modi that India is going to get its hands on, sir. Mr. Hari Prasad.
Yes, ma'am.
British Home Secretary today approved Nirav Modi's extradition. This is a big, big win. Mr. Hari Prasad, you've been a whistleblower in this case. We've seen how the extradition file is approved by the UK Home Secretary after he's been held guilty by the UK courts in February 2021. The file was sent to the UK Home Secretary for the approval. That approval has come India one step closer to getting Nirav Modi back. Our arguments in the court were so crystal clear. Arthur Road Jail waiting for its latest prisoner now.
Yeah, that's right.
Give us more details about how your journey was.
Well, my journey started in 2014 itself. So I've been fighting the case against these guys. So it went different directions from the beginning till the end. Finally, this Nirav Modi is expected to come back to India. But my main concern is about Mehul Choksi. Mehul Choksi is the mastermind of this entire game. Nirav Modi is only a small pawn in that whole game. But unfortunately, everybody talks about Nirav Modi, but not Mehul Choksi. So I would be more happy if Mehul Choksi is caught and brought back.